Hello YouTube, I am Mitch Stokes. I am the owner and head coach of Fluid Fitness, and I'm here with your fitness tip of the week. Today I'm going to talk about full range of motion exercises and why they are superior to partial range of motion. Now, just to start off, little disclaimer, there are instances where partial range of motion is better or is called for on certain exercises, and what I'm talking about is isolation exercises specific for bodybuilders that are trying to isolate a specific muscle within a motor unit. We're talking about a specific part of the bicep, specific part of the tricep, things like that. But what I'm talking about today is full range of motion on compound exercises. What I mean by that is multi-joint. So I'm using more than one joint at a time. I'm using several motor units to innervate different muscles simultaneously together in one coordination. So we're talking about a squat, we're talking about a push-up, a deadlift, pull-up, things of that nature. We're using the elbow, the shoulder capsule, your spine, your vertebrae or joints as well, your hip, your femur, your knee. You're using several things at once simultaneously. So for those exercises, we're going to say full range of motion is superior, and I'm going to give you 3 reasons why. First reason is just safety. When we go through partial range of motion, in order to get a stimulus on the body and to feel like we're working and to get some results, we tend to have to do heavier loads. Loads that we might not be quite ready for, such as say a squat. You'll have a kid that could barely do 225 on a back squat for repetitions, but they're throwing 400 pounds on their back and their knees are buckling. They can barely get it out of the rack safely. It's just increasing your chances of injury. So using a full range of motion, you don't have to use as heavy a load. You're inherently safer. Second reason, force times distance. Your total volume of work that's needed to get a stimulus on your body, to get some results, whether it's just gaining overall strength or you're trying to put on size, say you're a bodybuilder, full range of motion is better because you're adding distance. That equation, that force times distance equals work. I'm going to produce a certain amount of force into a load, but if I increase the distance, I don't have to do as many repetitions. I don't have to do as many sets. Instead of sitting there doing 15 to 20 to 25 repetitions on a set of squats or push-ups, bench press, whatever have you, I can do a set of 8 to 12 repetitions and be done with it. Do a few sets, be finished, because my force times distance was changed because of the amount of distance I'm moving my body or moving the barbell or dumbbell through a range of motion. So you're going to get more efficient results. You're not going to have to spend as much time in the gym working efficiently, working through those full ranges of motion. Last reason I'm going to leave you guys with is your joint health. There's that saying, if you don't use it, you lose it. It holds true largely, especially as we age. If you're not moving through certain ranges of motion, active ranges of motion, and there is a difference between active and passive. You guys can look it up, you can Google it, YouTube it. I'm not going to get into that just yet today. But moving through an active range of motion, often, frequently, under a load, stretching those muscle tissues under a load, keeps those areas healthy, keeps your body used to going through that range of motion, and you build strength throughout a deep range of motion, especially in a squat. It's great for the hips. Once you lose that ability, you stop doing that range of motion, you lose that ability over time, it's harder to get back. It takes a lot of work to get that range of motion back. So keeping those joints healthy, moving through those active ranges of motion, keeping them strong, really should be the paramount reason to move through a full range of motion. Because at the end of the day, when you're done bodybuilding and you're done doing all the sport, and you're 70, 85 years old, approaching your 90th birthday like my grandfather is this weekend, being able to move through full range of motion, getting up out of a chair on your own, getting up off the ground if you fall down, those are vital abilities. Once you lose those abilities, you become dependent on others, and nobody likes that. So squat through a full range of motion, stop cheating your reps on your push-ups, your pull-ups, your chin-ups, whatnot, and be healthier. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you next week.